Hello, welcome to the channel. So heading to Falkirk. As I thought, well, I loaded the van up the day before the storm, and then now I know I'm getting the opportunity of wood. My neighbour's got a tree that blew down. I knew that was going to happen, so the van's full of scrap I need to get rid of. Plus the van has got that fault with the cable, so it needs to go into the garage. It needs to go into the garage, and basically what it is what I think's wrong with it is well, I know what's wrong with it, is the plug is coming away from the ignition switch, so we've got a cable tie pulling it against it. And this morning I'm trying to find cable ties, I can't find any. I had one and then I lost it, and it's a problem trying to. So this lot should have been away on Friday, but I didn't go because of the weather, but I should have done it on Friday morning, so it's just the usual. So it's a problem keeping vehicles going and everything. It's like the problem with NIMBYism is that, so you get these idiots going on about everybody staying in, there's a fence down. And a lot of the fences that are down are all because they're fucked. Look at that fence on the right, they're all fucked, aren't they? Look at them. They need taking out and replacing, and they should have done it. It's like planning, isn't it? My fence has all been done. Cost me quite a lot of money, but it's done. So it's not going to blow down, because it's properly fitted. Well, probably will blow down, but it might be in 20 years' time, who knows. So it's just one of the things, and that's just. And then you get people going on about, all this climate change shite. Now, fuck off! It's not climate change. It's just bad weather. We've been getting it for thousands of years. Bad weather and NIMBYism. Come on. We'll get. There's a truck coming. We'll get around before this truck. Yeah. I mean, it's bad weather. That's all it is. And it's because of climate change. He's right up my arse. Volvo. He's right up my arse. It's because I can't accelerate. This thing's not very fast. Right, so the problem I have today, so there's a big tree blowing down next door. No, not a big, but it's quite a bit high. It's too heavy, I couldn't pick it up. Say if it was far away from where I stay. But because it's near where I stay, I'll be able to get it sort of half in the van, or the car, from the van, and then just drive it around the corner. Other than that, actually I can chainsaw it there. Aye, because I could get the cable over the fence. Aha, right, that might be a better option. Yeah. The electric chainsaw. Well, I'm going into Edinburgh tonight, and it's just that thing, you get offered something, you take it right as soon as you can. But somebody might get in there before me. I suppose that's just. I mean, I think there's. If I get some wood the next 3 or 4 days, that should keep me going for next winter. So when you've got to take the opportunity when you can, and that one next door is, I'm just annoyed at myself that I'm not able to get it right now. There's a tree sticking out there on the left. But what's been annoying me is these people going, stay at home, that's communism, right? So they're getting paid by the government, and then they can sit there and tell everybody to stay at home. It's brilliant, isn't it? But at the same time, it is better to stay at home. So I can, in this situation, I'm on both sides of this argument. So I think, why would you go away out risking your life just to earn more tax money for the government when you could stay at home for a day? But at the same time, all these communists have got to realise that people have to go out, or the you know, the funny Scotland, fucking hell, they've got a fucking kayak on top, or a canoe or something. They've got to go out and do things. It's alright for them telling everybody to stay at home. So it's reminiscent of a COVID lockdown, is what it is. You know, I mean, during that, I went wandering every day, and I got told by this woman that I was putting people at risk. And it's like, so that's the real thing that they do. You're putting people at risk. So you go out, and then the emergency services, and you're putting them at risk. You know, so I fell out with somebody yesterday in Fallin. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's best to move on. But there's this Fallin community page on Facebook or something, and they're wanting to slow the traffic down here in Fallin, right? I think he blocked me, this man, right? I'll find out what his name was, but I think it's an example of somebody disagreeing with your narrative, and you've exercised your power. See all the wood everywhere. You've exercised your power against them. Even though at the end of the day it's Facebook, but then they do have an influence. It's like a community council thing. So what they're talking about is they're wanting to put speed. So he said to me, do you come from the area? And I says, why don't you answer my question first? So the reality is, well, you know, it was like, do you live in Fallin? I live near Fallin, and I drive through here about 3 or 4 times a day. But I don't live in Fallin. I live about 3 miles from Fallin. That's why. So what's he trying to say? You've got to live in Fallin before you can make decisions about Fallin? Or you've got to be a specific distance away from it before you don't have a voice? Like 10 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, a mile and a half? You've got to live right in Fallin? So what he did was he exercised his power, if you like, for his agenda. So the problem with sleeping policemen is it damages cars and vehicles, it damages property as well. But he's too thick to realise that, and I never actually had a chance to explain any of that. So when you have like big huge trucks coming along here and then going over a sleeping, it's a ridiculous idea. You know, it's back to communism again, is what it is. You know, we've got this company here, companies around here, there's a big company here, H&R Grey, and they're going to come along here with a big huge trucks full of timber and go up and over a speed hump, like what they've got in Plain. It's such a ridiculous idea, it's unbelievable. That somebody would, it's just so stupid. It's stupid, narrow-minded people. You know, these roads are for commerce, they're not for children to play on, they're for commerce. That's what they're for. That's who pays, tax pays for them. It's like, it's actually quite frustrating when you get people who are willfully thick. And then, so in that situation, I hadn't kept caught with who it was, I can't remember his name. But he's a fanny anyway, right? I think he's something to do with the council. Sign is blown over. So I've seen this wood in Fallin, we can pick that up on the way past. Because there's not that many people with log burners, I'll get quite a selection of log burners. So basically, if I could pick up just enough for me today or later on. Ideal if they get caught up and left outside the road, and the council does that. But I'm kind of stuck with this van being full, plus I'm having problems with the van as well, with the ignition switch, but I reckon I need to get onto Neil and get it in. The MOT runs it into March. Needs another one. I don't want to say too much. You know, it's trying to get things to happen. It's difficult. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share. I should be able to get some wood. I don't think there's too much competition. I mean, obviously the council and everything like that will have to clear it up. Hopefully they've got too much on their hands to. It's a bit unfortunate that it's happened at the weekend, just when I'm busy. So we're doing just approaching 50 miles per hour. So like, if that plug comes out, the whole thing conks out, because it's working the whole system. The other thing to do would be to bypass it and hotwire it. Yeah. Right, thanks for watching. Bye! Might get some timber here. I don't know what he's flashing for. Right, bye!